Nah, because you spitting facts. This is so important in this conversation. So this is a comment from my post about the $85 silk presses using Marcel irons. She said, honestly, I think people forget that people who were straightening their hair back in the day when using Marcel irons were wearing their hair predominantly straight. Even if they weren't relaxed, if they were pressing their hair at the time, they were not trying to maintain a curl pattern. Bro, let's talk about this. So I think what people often forget is that curl patterns weren't a thing until, like, I don't know, 2000, what year did I graduate? So till about 2011, 2012, 2010, around that area is when curl patterns really started to become a thing, and y'all became like super concerned about preserving it. Understandable. But this is what I also need like y'all to understand. So I wasn't a hairstylist yet during that time, right? I was still a YouTuber and a blogger and stuff like that. Hairstylist, I was like one of the people y'all hated. But what y'all don't understand about that time was cosmetology at the time, and honestly it's still happening, was not dedicated to our hair in its natural state. It was dedicated to straight hair, like literally. And we were relaxing our hair, so there was no need for it. It really wasn't until the natural hair movement and bloggers and YouTubers such as myself started to bring it to the forefront that curl pattern even became a concern, right? So then the education had to change. While the education was changing, we were all going through trial and error. There is no specific class that I went to learn how to maintain our curl pattern. It was several sets of classes from several different natural hairstylists, from several different industry events that were specific to that. So curl pattern wasn't even a thing, right? Y'all were wearing your hair relaxed, straight, like she said, even if you were natural. Curl, you was still burnt. You didn't care about it. There was no concern about keeping curl patterns. But now, y'all want to get the silkiest silk press available while also going platinum blonde, and you don't want to see any kind of effects on your curl pattern. And honestly, it's completely unrealistic, but some of us manage to achieve it under high amounts of stress. Because honestly, when you were getting your hair relaxed, I remember when I was in cosmetology school, my main instructor used to talk about roller sets all the time, but that was only applicable to relaxers. That ain't applicable to y'all. Get roller sets, but it take a lot more time than the relaxers, right? So hairstylists, chime in on this conversation. And don't, I didn't come here to argue. I came here to educate for you guys who want to be keyboard warriors.